Morning. To bring you guys up to speed on what's been going on, combine is turnkey ready. The head needs one piece of poly put on, which I have the piece of poly. I just don't have the head on the combine. It literally would take 5 minutes to put on. That's not a big deal. This truck is turnkey ready. I got it hooked to the trailer yesterday. I need to service the trailer and then unhook this trailer and hook up to that trailer so I can pull that trailer out and service that trailer. And then once these are serviced and that piece of poly goes on the head, we are literally turnkey ready for harvest. Everything will be absolutely ready. We're just waiting for the beans to turn at this point, raping up. And they're getting close. They're real close. I think they're within a week or two. We've got a few fields that are really close, and then we have other fields that are still green. So it's going to be like a hit and miss type of thing where we'll go in and cut this field and cut that field, and then we'll wait for probably a week or two, and then cut another field and then wait. And it's going to be a hurry up and wait type of game. But I'm going to fire this truck up so it can air up, and I can get this trailer backed up towards the shop so I can check air pressures in the tires, grease the doors, roll the tarp over, make sure there's no holes in the tarp, and just basically kind of go through them. Yesterday when we pulled this out, there was one clearance light or side marker light that was out. We need to address that. That's a DOT thing. But other than that, the one light is the only thing we can see physically wrong with this truck. The brakes are good, other than might be a little low on some tire pressures, but other than that, this trailer is pretty much good to go. That trailer, I think we're gonna have our welding guy come out and weld a new jack onto it, because the jack is a little crooked. That's why there's a piece of 4x4 there holding it together, or holding it straight. But that's the only thing I physically know wrong with this truck until we hook it up and check the lights and brakes and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna get rolling on this thing. While that's airing up, I'm gonna use the facilities. All right. I didn't pick the camera up. A lot of cussing and swearing going on. We got the trailer brakes adjusted, greased, everything all right with that. We unhooked it because we heard an air leak on the truck and the fan wasn't shutting off. So pulled the truck back in the barn, and the small little air leak turned into this project. We end up having to, we got to get some new gaskets, some new, I forgot what they called these things. They're air management unit. That's what this is called. Well, a few of these blocks here are actually bad, and they're leaking in between the sides of them because they compress together. And there's these little gaskets that go in between them, and some of the gaskets are leaking. Dirt got in between the gaskets over the course of years, so that tells me that gasket's bad. So we've got all new gaskets we got to pick up probably tomorrow, and we've got 2 of these new blocks coming tomorrow as well. So yeah, fun times. And then, not to mention, they got this whole wiring harness that plugs into all these blocks, so we had to number everything so we know right where everything goes, and it's just a pain in the butt, but it should be fixed by the time we're done, right? One would hope. it was one of those opened a can of worms situation. Just a little air leak, and it wasn't super bad air leak, but it was enough to make you go, we need to fix that. We should fix that. It's leaking, it's bothering us. So we went to fix that hose, and then that hose turned into another hose, which turned into another hose, which turned into the block, which turned into the gaskets, which turned into, it was a mess. So we got parts coming for that. Another issue we're having is this fan runs off the air system. Actually, it runs off one of those blocks back there. So it needs air pressure to disengage the fan clutch. Without air pressure getting there, it won't disengage. So the block back there is not providing air pressure to here. The electrical switch is good, it's just the air pressure. We can't get the pressure through the switch to here. So I don't know if the switch is not disengaging or engaging enough to get enough air pressure to the fan clutch to disengage it or what. But the fan is always on this truck, which is not a bad thing, but this truck is such a lower horsepower truck that when that fan engages, it actually robs horsepower from the truck itself to pull the trailer that we're pulling at with loaded with beans. So it gets annoying. So yeah, we've got this truck is down because, well, the air leak. That truck is running. That truck, we're putting a new cam in it. Yeah, good times. Good times. And it's also a great time of the year to do it too. And we still have to pull out the other trailer because we haven't pulled the other trailer out because we unhooked that trailer thinking, this will just be a quick fix. Well, yeah, you can see where that went. Oh well, such is life. And I get it. You're probably going, oh, you could just use that green truck to pull that other trailer out. You're right, we could. Problem is, this truck has just been washed and waxed and is perfectly clean, and it just rained outside. So yeah, we're not gonna get the truck dirty just to pull the trailer out. So we'll get this air leak fixed. Parts should be in, I think tomorrow. I think that's what they said. Parts will be in tomorrow. We'll run and get the parts, have this thing back together, hook the trailer up, grease it, check tire pressures, we'll be good to go. Hopefully. Life on the farm, I tell you. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I think this is a wrap for today. Today was one of those days where it was kind of a kick me while I'm down type of thing, but whatever. We'll get new parts for the truck tomorrow. We'll get her back together and be on our way. We're getting close to harvest. Depends on the weather. It's supposed to be really warm next week and sun shining, so beans should dry out real fast then, but we'll see. All right, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.